Hello my lovely ravens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel and today I want to continue this little journal journey with you all. Last time I added this moss and now it's completely dry. I can go over it and of course over time some bits will flake off, but most of it will stay on. It's pretty stuck down there. Now it kind of looks like that snail is inside that journal and we have some 3D effect going on here. Now let's see with the stuff I wanted to put on if that is still going to work or not. So I wanted to add some of these succulents on. And I need to completely cut that flush. Because I think some of those succulents on there would be kind of fun. So, you know, just some embedded in the nooks and crannies. It's cutting off all that excess at the back. Kind of positioning it the way I want it to. I think that's rather cute, to be honest. So these are all plastic plants, nothing special. And I am going to attach them with hot glue. I will be back once my hot glue gun is hot. Hot glue gun is all hot and ready to go. So I'm just gonna put a bead of glue at the back. Ooh, don't drop it. And then put it in place. In the right place, not in the drop place. So once that hot glue is dry, you can see that it's really stuck on. And yeah, so these are just plastic or rubber succulent plants, and I suppose you can get them anywhere really. I haven't really seen them much here, but if I do, I will definitely pick up some more because I do like them. So there we have it. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I don't think it needs anything else at the cover. So I think what we can do now is sew these ones in. So these are the signatures I selected. And like I said, it turned out to be kind of an autumny color scheme throughout, which I don't mind. I mean, there's some pops of color here and there, but in general, it's kind of orangey, autumny, foresty. So let's sew them in. To sew the signatures inside the journal, I have 5 signatures here. I want to make sure that I have them at the right, well, not the right, but the same distance and the same distance throughout here, nicely distributed over the spine. So what I need to do first is make a template that fits in here and then measure out where the holes will be and then put the dots there so I can put the needle through that so I can sew the signatures in and make sure that everything is nicely distributed. Let me see, I have some strips of paper here that I might use. Probably this one. So if I have a look here and just fold this. And just tear that. And I just need to know the right height. About there. So I have the right width here. So what I will do now with this piece of paper is I'm going to fold it. And I have 5 signatures. So I want to fold it in half first. And then I want to fold it again there. which makes 1, 2, 3 signatures. Then again, if I fold that in half again, it would have made 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But now I have the middle, which is there. And I have these 3. So there's a line there, and a line there. So what I will do is take the middle of these 2 and the middle of those 2. So 1, 2, 3, and do the same on the other side. The middle of that one. And the middle of that one. So I would have that one, that one, that one, and that one, which makes it equally distributed without doing too many parts of measuring. There we go. 5 signature lines. And to make the horizontal one, so I want 5 stitches in there just to make it very strong. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where all the graphite lines meet, this is where the stitches will go. I can clip this to the journal and punch all the holes in. And then after that is done, I can use this as a guide to punch my signatures as well. So I will just use a mat behind my journal. Take my awl, put a little hole in there. And then from the other side, I will go in again and make a larger hole, because when you punch from the inside out, on the other side there will be a large bit protruding because you're pushing the material out, but I want that to sit on the inside so it's a little bit neater. So this is the top, so we'll make sure that this top goes at the top of the signatures as well. You can now remove this, and then this, if you fold it in half, you can see the signatures there. You say top there, and then you can puncture these holes inside the signatures as well. We will do that when I'm done with this. So with the protruding stuff, I don't know if you can see it, but can you see those holes protruding here? So basically what we're doing is we're going in again, and it goes on the inside and making those holes bigger as well. And now those things that stick out are on the inside, which is not much of a bother. Starting with the last signature first, seeing if it's got all the stuff that I want in there. It does. So you take that sheet you used for the spine, and you look for the center of the signature, and then you lay that in there as best as you can in the middle. All right. If you want to make sure that it goes in the middle everywhere, you can even slice off a bit of the top, but this is about as middle as it gets. And then you can just punch those holes again. And you're just going through the holes that are already there, because that's your guide. So now this should be lining up with those holes, and then you can easily sew it together. So now I've punctured all the signatures. I am going to sew with my beeswax covered thread. This is just simple crochet thread, and I have some beeswax which I run along the thread. This makes it stronger and a little bit more durable, and the knots stay better. So I've been doing that lately for my journals. Yeah, and I really enjoy it. So you take about 1, 2.5 lengths of the journal, And then you can sew in a signature that way. So you go in the middle, make sure that you have everything upright the way you want it to. Then you go in the spine, pull it through and leave a little bit hanging here. And go through the next hole and the signature. Come back on the inside. Go back through the top one, back to the outside. At this point you might want to give it a little bit of a tug. Then you go back through this one, through the signature. If you can't find it, just make sure you are gentle and make your way through. There we go. Let's give it a little tug again, not too hard. Then go through the fourth hole there and the spine. And the last one. And you're gonna go back up again. And back through the middle. And when you come back out here, make sure that you have 2 strands on either side of that middle. I have to journal upside down now, I know. Take the needle off. You're gonna pull it. So there's 1 strand on this side and 1 on this side, and then you can tie a knot when you're sure that everything is tight enough and in the right place where you want it to be, and cut it off. So I've bound all the signatures, and let me just take you through all the signatures. Now this is what the spine looks like. So you can see the 5 signatures all bound and neatly stacked together because I measured it out. And let's take a look. So I have 1 pocket here and 1 pocket here. And well, this is a Jungle Superstars that she did, and she got a little certificate of that, but that's now all done. So I want to journal about that and put a little photo in there. We also did a lot of going to the zoo, so there's another certificate there. And this is the map of the zoo, which obviously ends up here, so I can put more photos of the zoo visit there. But let's just see what else is in here. A lot of journaling space in different kind of pages. Got some graph paper here as well. It has a bit of an autumny feel, but I like pumpkins all year round, so you know, doesn't matter. And a piece of writing paper there. Some music sheets. It's actually vintage. The middle. Here we have that zoo map again. The end of the first signature. This is the second one. This was a piece of a very big poster, so I cut it in 4 and bound 4 in this journal. Another piece of journaling pages. So this, let's see if I can find it, is a notebook that I think, yeah, that was from Flow magazine. And it has a colorful page, and then at the back it has some writing space. So I just grabbed a few of these, and there's 1 in every signature. So I thought it was nice and colorful for this one. I found a few nice pages in Daphne's journal. This is from a book that I did a haul for not long ago. Little mice and bats. There's the other side of that writing page from Daphne's journal. And it had some kids pages on there, so I thought it would be nice to include here. signature 3. Middle. These are just from exercise books, just coffee stained. Some I've left white. There's some recipes in there. Which will probably get covered anyway, but I like the color scheme of it. And the end of this one, number 4. So as you can see, it's kind of muted. It has some blues and pinks and all kinds of stuff through it, but it's mainly muted tones that I like. I don't know why I went with this kind of color scheme, as in for myself I would pick something more green and dark and that kind of thing to journal in on a daily basis, but this is for my daughter to pass on, and you know, it's I'll probably just use this as my thoughts journal as well, but it will be just for her eventually, so it will be more oriented towards her. So I think that is why I went with a little bit of a different theme. Vintage book page there. Well, this is from Daphne's magazine, but I thought that was cute. That's the end of that, and then there's one pocket there and one pocket there. Obviously I need to add way more pockets and also probably a closure at some point, but for now this is the journal. And like I said in the comments, let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see me journal in this book. If not, that's fine too, but also let me know that, because I then can tailor my content towards what you like. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.